Today we got to talk about Nebraska looking at pulling out of its game against Oklahoma in September, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kidfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time. Today, we got to talk about OU Nebraska, a game that so many of us, both neutrals and avid fans of the Huskers and Sooners, have been looking forward to for more than 10 years, quite honestly. And this game was originally scheduled to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the game of the century. That would be number 1 OU, number 2 Nebraska, though we can make an argument about who should have been ranked where. Point is, right, that OU Nebraska has some standing, right? And since the Big 12 and realignment happened, right, we have been aching for OU Nebraska. Nebraska, since it's moved to the Big 10, has been nothing but trash. Like, y'all been bad. Yeah, like, y'all have embarrassed us. You have embarrassed Oklahoma because those teams were so good, and those Nebraska teams beat the hell out of Oklahoma in the 90s, in particular in 95 and 97. And now you got the dude that quarterbacked the 97 National Championship team as a head coach in Nebraska who's saying, hey, I don't know that we want to play this game in September against Oklahoma because they're very good and we're really not. Now, there's another way to look at this, right? 3 of their first 4 games in 2021 open on the road, right? They got Illinois, they got Buffalo, they got Oklahoma just out the gate there, right? And then add to that, Buffalo's good. Like, Buffalo made it to the MAC championship game, finished the season 6-1. Jared Patterson was a dude. Lance Leipold is next when it comes to group of 5 coaches that are going to get a Power 5 job. So they could be staring at L's. Like Illinois, Michigan State, Buffalo, Oklahoma, yeah. It ain't really that what you want because Brett Bielema has got 92 scholarship players at present. 17 of those are super seniors, and they feel good about where they're headed. And their athletic director's on record saying we're willing to pay the extra money to keep those super seniors on because we feel like we can be good right away. Okay, Michigan State year 2 with Mel Tucker, Scotty Hazelton, Jay Johnson. They got a quarterback. They're going to give you everything you want. And you know what it is with Oklahoma. You know that Oklahoma is gunning for a national championship in 2021. You know what the Rattler is. You know what the Marvin Mims is. You know the defense. But, yo, I got to say, Nebraska fans got at me quick, fast, and in a hurry when Brett McMurphy first reported this news at Stadium that Nebraska was looking at pulling out of this game. And they were saying, yo, RJ, don't let them fool you. We ain't going out like that. We are not that kind of coward. Surely our administration isn't that cowardly. And I had one that just plainly said, this is bull, and I'm a Nebraska fan, right? Nebraska fans ain't for it. One, they've been down longer than Arkansas, honestly. And those are 2 of my favorite fan bases outside of my own because they're avid. That's what they do there. Arkansas is the team in Arkansas. Nebraska is the team in Nebraska. And they have, at least in Nebraska, a tradition of being great during the Osborne era. And then they kind of fell off, right? Frank Solich was... And then Bo Pelini, Bill Callahan, Mike Riley, and now Scott Frost, who could win at Central Florida, but apparently can't win at Big Red. Like, it's just not a good look. Then Joe Castiglione put out a statement during OU Pro Day, doing everything but denying McMurphy's report, saying we want to play this game. We've been looking forward to this game. Our fans have been looking forward to this game, and especially coming out of a year where nobody got to go to a college football game, and attendance was down in 2019 to begin with. You really wanted to sell this game out. You really wanted to be a big-time Palace on the Prairie event. And for them to want to pull out of this road game, look, LSU did something like this. They put together a national championship run. You know, that game is rescheduled for down the road. And I think that's what Nebraska wants to do. But there is no good look here. Like, you are throwing your fans under the bus here, Bill Moose. Like, that's the only way to look at it. Your fans have to answer for this because every Oklahoma fan, every college football fan is going to point the finger at a Nebraska fan and say, why were y'all afraid to play Oklahoma? Isn't y'all's coach the one that said, we'll play in Uzbekistan, drop an embassy in Norman, and then play the game? Because, like, you can't say that just last October and then pull out of playing against Oklahoma. Like, you, as Nebraska, it's just not a good look for you. It's a horrible look for you. But then again, Nebraska was leading the charge, stomping to play the Big Ten season, even ahead of Ohio State there for a little while. For what? so that they could get beat down. Like, Ohio State was pushing because they felt like they could win a national championship. This was a magic year for them. And I stand by that, and so do they, because they made it to a national championship game. Now, they got beat in it, and they got beat badly, but hell, starting in November and ending in the national championship game? Beating the hell out of Clemson? Like, okay, cool. They proved their point. Nebraska, what if you proved it all? Except that you're only going to get beat down, that Luke McCaffrey wants to leave you in the lurch, that you got to go into the transfer portal to get a USC running back, that USC says, please, take Marquise Stepp. You're still developing your defense. The black shirts are becoming embarrassing, and you can't run an offense. Like, there's L on top of L on top of L here. I don't understand even thinking about pulling out of this game. You need the goodwill, especially if you are Scott Frost and that administration. You need it. Like, make me understand. Perhaps there's more to it. But until y'all put out more to it, this is where I think we all are going to be. We're going to be looking at Nebraska going, wait a second. This game was a win for everybody. This game was a win for TV. This game was a win for attendance. This game was a win for prestige. This game was a win for tradition. This game was a win for everything that everybody claims to love about college football. And not only are you going to pull out this game, you're going to replace it with who? You got 2 Big Ten games that you can't get out of in Buffalo. And the mere fact that you would try to get out of this game against Oklahoma and not Buffalo also speaks to exactly what we're talking about. You don't want the smoke. Your fans do. Like Nebraska fans, this is not at y'all. Y'all want this. Y'all will take the 63-0 butt whooping. You will do it because that's who you are. I get that. I understand. It's a flyover state. Like, this is a flyover state. Like, people don't think about it until we start winning football games and until we have something to show in the form of championships and individual positional awards like Heisman trophies. But they really need to think about what they're doing here if they pull this out, because you're going to lose so many people that want to believe in Nebraska football. Most of them ain't even Nebraska fans. Deuces.